Welcome back to another C# in 5 minutes video. In this video, I'll explain the concept of polymorphism. But first, I'll mention that polymorphism is a hard concept for programmers to grasp, but it really shouldn't be that way. In the simplest terms, polymorphism is the concept of taking many classes that are related to one another through inheritance and allowing them to share methods that are implemented differently per class. Let's take a closer look with a real-world example. The particular type of polymorphism we're going to look at involves method overriding. In this example, we're going to make some elements that could be used as part of the logic for a video game. In our game, imagine we have a collection of enemies that appear on the screen and can attack the main player. We'll start by making an interface called IEnemy, which has the basic interactions our enemies can perform. To keep this simple, we'll stick to two methods, an attack method and something we'll call the battle cry method. Now we'll make two enemy classes that implement the IEnemy interface. Let's start by making a phantom enemy that uses the IEnemy interface. Now we implement attack and battle cry explicitly from the IEnemy interface. For the attack method, let's have the phantom enemy do 7 damage. And for the battle cry method, the phantom will speak a short phrase. Next, we need to make another different enemy class. Let's call this one a witch enemy. Just like what we did with the phantom class, we need to implement the methods from the IEnemy interface explicitly. But notice that the witch's attack method does 10 damage, not 7, like the phantom did, and the witch also has a different battle cry. Now that we've set up the core interface and classes that support polymorphism, let's put things together in a short demo. For the demo, we'll use a list of enemies. Notice that we're not using 2 enemy lists, even though we've instantiated 3 witches and 3 phantoms. Since witches and phantoms both use the IEnemy interface, our list will be of type IEnemy. I've purposely added the enemies to the list in a somewhat random order so that we can see the full effects of polymorphism when we run the program. After running the program, we get the results we expected. Every enemy, which was a witch, performed an attack and battle cry that was specific to its class. The same goes for the phantom. Our list of type IEnemy didn't get confused about which attack or battle cry method to call because each class implemented them in their own unique way. And we didn't have to worry about managing witches and phantoms separately in different lists because both these classes shared a common interface, which we used to typify them. To recap, we showed how polymorphism lets us make methods that take on many forms among objects that share a common interface. In our example, we make an IEnemy interface that contained an attack and battle cry method. We made 2 enemy classes, one for a witch and one for a phantom, where each class implemented the methods from the IEnemy interface differently. Lastly, a handful of witches and phantoms were added into a single list, and our program iterated over that list, calling the appropriate attack and battle cry methods on each pass through the loop. That's been polymorphism in 5 minutes. Thanks for watching.